Hi, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for consistently coming and tuning in and showing these videos love and support. This is another vlog, a continuation of my UK trip. We have now officially made it to the ferry where we are leaving from Scotland and headed to Northern Ireland. So at this point, you can see we have made it to Belfast, Northern Ireland. If you have not checked out my previous videos, please head over to my channel. I have a full playlist with all of the countries that I visited on this trip, which I did the full UK, which is England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. And in addition to the UK, I also did Ireland, which is a separate country from Northern Ireland and not a part of the UK. But I have vlogs for all of those countries. Ireland has not come yet. That one will be following this vlog, but I hope you enjoy them all. Also, if you are here, please, please, please drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling about the series so far. Let me know what I can change, what I'm doing good at, what I should continue, what I can do better, etc. I'm gonna keep making vlogs. I have so many international trips planned for this year, from South Korea to 7 different countries in South Africa to Belize and Guatemala, the Bahamas, Canada. So if you're enjoying this series, just know there's a lot more international and domestic travel trips coming soon within the US. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like these type of vlogs, and let me know what else you want to see. I'm also going to be doing a lot of different vlogs over how I plan my trips, how I budget my trips, my first international itineraries, how I pack my carry-ons, the best luggage that I've used, etc., etc. So a lot of travel content in the works. So if that is your vibe and your bag, stay tuned, and I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, so getting back to this vlog, like I said, we have now made it to Belfast, Northern Ireland, another absolutely beautiful city. Please do not let the rain, the rainy days, the gloominess deter you. Honestly, it makes the weather much more bearable. Again, I love these old, like brownstone homes. I love the townhome, like right next to each other vibe. Right now, we're just doing a tour through the city, a driving tour, and taking a look at everything. And she's just pointing out different structures that are around the area. This beautiful building in front of me is Queen's University Belfast, one of the most prestigious universities on the island of Ireland. Founded in 1845, Queen's has become a world-renowned research institution and a proud member of the UK's Russell Group, often compared to the Ivy League in terms of academic excellence. Over the years, Queen's has produced an impressive list of graduates, including Nobel Prize-winning poet Seamus Heaney, acclaimed actor Liam Neeson, former President of Ireland Mary McAleese, and playwright Lisa McGee, creator of the hit series Derry Girls. The university also has a strong connection to international politics. Since 2020, former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton has served as Queen's Chancellor, becoming the university's first female chancellor. The largely ceremonial role includes presiding over graduations and acting as a global ambassador for the university. Her appointment reflects her long-standing ties to Northern Ireland and her support for peace and reconciliation efforts in the region. Today, Queen's University remains one of Belfast's most iconic landmarks, blending stunning Victorian architecture with a low, vibrant student community at the heart of the city. Heading back to our bus tour of the city, let's talk about a little bit of Belfast and its history. So, for those who were not aware, which I'm sure at this point you are, Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland and a city with a fascinating history shaped by industry, innovation, conflict, and renewal. What began as a small settlement on the River Lagan grew rapidly during the Industrial Revolution, becoming one of the world's leading shipbuilding and manufacturing centers. I actually had no idea that Belfast was huge on building ships until I made it to this country, and it's quite stunning history if I do say so myself. Perhaps Belfast's most famous claim to fame is the fact that it was the birthplace of the RMS Titanic. Yes, that is the Titanic that you are thinking of. Rose, Jack, the movie. Yes, that ship was built here in Belfast. The ship was built here at the Harland and Wolff shipyard and launched in 1911. It actually launched for the first voyage on May 31st in 1911, which happened to be the same day that we went and visited the Titanic Museum. So, spoiler alert, you will get to see the Titanic Museum. It is going to come up later in this vlog, and it is so cool. I absolutely loved walking through it, and I think I got some really great footage to encompass the museum itself. Today, the award-winning Titanic Belfast Museum stands on the very site where the ship was designed and constructed, making it one of the city's most visited attractions. Belfast also played a central role in the period known as the Troubles, a conflict that lasted from the late 1960s until the Good Friday Agreement of 1998. Visitors can learn about this history through the city's famous political murals and peace walls, which offer insight into the complex relationships between the nationalist and unionist communities. Beyond its history, Belfast is linked with beautiful landmarks. City Hall sits at the heart of the city, while nearby you'll find St. George's Market, one of the oldest covered markets in Ireland. Queen's University Belfast and the surrounding botanic gardens are also must-see attractions, combining stunning architecture with green spaces in the city center. Belfast has produced many notable figures, including actor Liam Neeson, Nobel Prize-winning poet Seamus Heaney, football legend George Best, and author C.S. Lewis, creator of the Chronicles of Narnia. In fact, many people believe the landscapes around Belfast inspired parts of Narnia itself. Today, Belfast is a vibrant and welcoming city that has transformed itself into a cultural destination known for its history, music, food, and friendly people. Whether you're interested in Titanic, political history, literature, or simply exploring a beautiful European city, Belfast has something for everyone. Made it to Ireland, checked into the hotel. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Slept for a long time, but woke up at 6 a.m. and I couldn't sleep on the ferry or the coach bus going to the ferry or coming off the ferry to go to the hotel. So I'm just tired. But I'm about to go just wander around the city and then grab food. I feel like my face is like sinking in, like I have not been eating enough. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna go grab food, probably ramen, maybe pho. I need to look at the menus. Everything is super close. Northern Ireland so far is so beautiful and the people are so nice. So another one of my homelands from my mom's side, so I love it. At this point in the day, I'm starving, so I just went on a little walk-see through town, and I was debating between a couple different options, but you'll just have to wait and see what I ended up picking. I feel like the audio is always so hard to hear, but I want to keep in the authentic audio as well as the voiceover, but it did start raining on my walk, and yeah, next time I need to bring a small, compact, collapsible umbrella to keep in a small purse, and everything about the UK will be perfect. Decided on pho, so we're going to Madame Pho. So excited. I've been wanting ramen this whole trip. This is the best spa I've had since I was in Vietnam. Then I better than the spa I've had in Vietnam, which is wow. Morning one in Northern Ireland, technically day two. About to spend the day heading to Giant's Causeway and the Titanic Museum, and then just doing other stuff, free day stuff. Probably going to grab ramen for lunch today. TBC, I really don't know, but it's a beautiful day. As beautiful as we're gonna get, at least. It's like a high of 65. It's supposed to rain a little bit today, so we'll see. But I'm running a little bit late, so I'm going to head upstairs, grab breakfast, and then get out of here. But I'll record a lot of everything as usual. I'm excited. A little bit tired, but excited. I did get the best sleep of the trip last night, though, so that's a win. We have officially made it to the part of the vlog where we are headed to the incredible landscape that is Giant's Causeway. Giant's Causeway is one of the most famous natural wonders in Northern Ireland and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Located on Northern Ireland's rugged north coast, the causeway is made up of around 40,000 interlocking basalt columns that were formed by intense volcanic activity nearly 60 million years ago. As molten lava cooled and contracted, it cracked into the remarkably symmetrical hexagonal columns we see today. While science explores how the Giant's Causeway was created, local folklore tells a much more colorful story. According to legend, the causeway was built by the Irish giant Finn McCool. The story says that Finn was challenged by a giant from Scotland named Donner. To reach his rival across the sea, Finn constructed a stone pathway connecting Northern Ireland to Scotland. But when Finn finally saw how enormous Donner was, he realized he might be outmatched. Finn's quick-thinking wife, Una, disguised him as a baby and placed him in a cradle. When the Scottish giant arrived and saw the baby, he was terrified. If the child was that large, he reasoned, the father must be enormous. Donner fled back to Scotland in panic, tearing up the causeway behind him so Finn couldn't follow. Today, visitors can still see similar basalt formations on the Scottish island of Staffa, just across the sea, adding an extra layer of mystery to the legend. Whether you believe the science or prefer the folklore, the Giant's Causeway is a place where natural history and Irish storytelling come together, creating one of the most memorable landscapes in the world. Standing in the causeway, it's easy to see why generations of people looked at the stones and believed that only a giant could have built them. Right now, I'm wrapping up my walk through the museum inside the building when you first enter the causeway, but in just a moment, I'm going to actually head out and we're going to take a look at what I just spoke to. And you guys, I it's so hard to put into words how visiting places and seeing it with your own two eyes actually feels and the impact that it has on you. But this is something I did not do any research into the Giant's Causeway before going, and I had no idea what to expect, which is why I had on these little 1 inch sandals, not appropriate for this type of activity whatsoever, a dress, everything, et cetera. But absolutely beautiful. Just being out in nature and seeing something so much bigger than yourself. I don't know. It's just hard to put it into words, but absolutely beautiful, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of the views. Seeing as I did not wear the proper footwear, a great thing about the Giant's Causeway is that they have this shuttle bus that will take you down and up. I believe it was maybe €1 or €2 each way, so very cheap. And obviously you just get the scenic views and can still ride down and see everything, which is also a great option for people who may be older or less physically capable to take on this type of hike down and up. So, yeah, another amazing option available, and you still see everything. It's so beautiful. And I was just very happy this option was available for me given the shoes that I decided to wear. The bus was a good option.
This was the option. I'm glad we did that. We literally passed everyone.
I know. That's what I was thinking. After our stop in Giant's Causeway, just a few minutes away, we headed to the old Bushmills Distillery, which you will see a quick clip of in just a moment. It is home to one of the oldest licensed whiskey distilleries in the world. The distillery traces its roots back to 1608 when King James I granted a license to distill in the area, making Bushmills a source of local pride for more than 400 years. Also, here's Julia again, my favorite tour director. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. I can't wait to see you again. But cool. So one of the things that makes Bushmills unique is its use of triple distillation, a process that helps create a smoother and lighter style of Irish whiskey. The distillery also uses water drawn from St. Colum's Rill, a nearby tributary that flows through the basalt rock formations of the region. Despite its long history, Bushmills has survived fires, economic downturns, prohibition in the United States, and even two world wars. Today, its whiskey is enjoyed in more than 100 countries around the world. Last but absolutely not least for the day, no visit to Belfast would be complete without learning about the Titanic. The world's most famous ocean liner was designed, built, and launched right here in Belfast at the Harland and Wolff shipyard. When construction began in 1908, Titanic was one of the largest moving objects ever created by human beings and represented the peak of engineering and luxury for its time. Titanic was launched on May 31st, 1911, in front of a crowd of more than 100,000 spectators. Less than a year later, during her maiden voyage from Southampton to New York, the ship struck an iceberg and sank in the North Atlantic on April 15, 1912, claiming the lives of more than 1,500 passengers and crew. Today, the story of the ship lives on at the Titanic Belfast, the city's award-winning museum built on the very site where Titanic was designed and constructed. The striking building rises to the same height as Titanic's hull and has become one of the most recognizable landmarks in Northern Ireland. Inside, visitors can explore interactive exhibits that tell the story of Belfast's shipbuilding heritage, the construction of Titanic, life aboard the ship, the tragedy of its sinking, and the discovery of the wreck on the ocean floor decades later. One fascinating fact is that Belfast workers were incredibly proud of Titanic's construction. At the time, the shipyard's famous slogan was that the vessel was practically unsinkable, a phrase that later would become part of Titanic legend. More than just a museum, Titanic Belfast tells the story of a city whose skill, innovation, and industrial ambition helped create one of the most famous ships in history. Standing here today, you're looking at the birthplace of a vessel whose story continues to captivate people around the world more than a century later. As I head through the museum, I'm just going to let the background music play and let you all enjoy some of the iconic moments that present themselves throughout the museum. It is a very, very well done museum and it evokes a lot of emotion. There were many, many people who were emotional around me throughout different parts of the experience. There also is a ride that you can take through the museum, which I thought was really cool. And they also, something else I didn't mention when I spoke about the history and the impact, and then another part of the museum that I really liked is they have a section that speaks to never allowing what happened before it to happen again and analyzing all of the different pieces that didn't necessarily go according to plan and didn't live up to the expectations of the shipbuilders. And they also go through they have all of the testimony from the court case, on the walls, in one area of the museum. It's just a very, very well done museum. You can see, you understand the pride behind the people, the ship making history, the excitement around it, its initial voyage on May 31st, all the way to when the sink actually ships, and how heartbreaking it was for so many people and all the lives lost. There's even recordings that you can listen to of people, and you can like read the last words of people who were working at the ship and making calls out to other ships. So it is very, very thought provoking, very emotional, very reflective. And I think it beautifully encapsulates all of the work and the excitement around it, but also all of the lives that were lost and all of the pain that has been felt from the impact of the sinking of the Titanic. But all right, I'm done talking now. I'm sure you all get it, and I hope you all enjoy some of the footage I was able to capture here. Just visited the Titanic Museum. That's actually insane. I did not realize that the ship was built here in Belfast. It's actually really, really cool. The museum is so beautiful. Would highly recommend coming if you get the opportunity to come to Belfast in Northern Ireland. Hey everybody, final moments in Northern Ireland. I have been a sleepy girl, so I have not went out. I'm so sorry. I wish that I had more to show you. Some people I know went to a drag bar last night and had a blast and went to a real club. I wish that I could say I did the same, but I will say I really, really love Belfast. It is a beautiful country. I got a little rash on my face. I don't know what's going on or where that's coming from, but anyways, beautiful country. A lot of people at the Titanic Museum yesterday actually said that they came specifically for the Titanic Museum, which was really interesting to me. I didn't realize that the Titanic was built in Belfast. I didn't realize how many people from Ireland actually were workers and passed away on the ship as well. There were so many interesting things I learned at the museum. They had like the percentage of people who survived from each class, and of course the first class customers had the most people who survived, and then second class had the second most, and then the lower class had the least. But they were all significant numbers. Altogether, all of the passengers were saved at higher rates than the workers, which is so sad. But yeah, it was a very, very good and very interesting museum. I really genuinely enjoyed it. And then what else did we do yesterday? Oh yeah, the causeway, Giant's Causeway. I had not researched this at all. I just decided to do it. I had no idea what it was going to be like. That was one of the coolest things I have seen. It's absolutely so beautiful. It has a really good folklore story to go with it. And that's something I actually didn't talk about in my other videos, but there's so much folklore in all of the other countries in the UK. I don't know if there's much tied to London. I didn't learn any tied to London, but tied to Ireland, Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, there's so much more folklore, and I think that is so cool and so much fun. And it's like they're really passionate about it and they really like it. And it kind of goes with the accents to me. I don't know, it kind of just bundles all together perfectly. Like, yeah, but I love it. I've loved Northern Ireland. Packing up everything now. I have this one packed. I repacked everything. My cow pack, y'all, I'm gonna have to go through this and show y'all what is actually in here versus what I'm keeping in my carry-on versus what I'm keeping in my suitcase. Those are over there, you can see. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go through and show y'all what's in each bag. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I repacked everything today. I got all of my dirty clothes repacked in my packing cubes. So they're in dirty packing cubes, and then clean packing cubes have clean stuff, since we're more than halfway done with the trip now. Heading to Ireland today. We were gonna stop through Sligo, but not anymore because it was just like, what's in Sligo really? So we're just gonna head straight to Galway. Very excited about that. Have heard great things about Galway from a lot of people who are here that have already came from like Dublin and Galway and everything. Really excited. Kind of wish we would have got a chance to see Glasgow. We didn't, but that just, again, it gives me a reason to come back. I never have a reason to come back, so it gives me a reason to come back. Okay, so outfit of the day, ooted. I am doing a workout set today because it's just a travel day. So Lulu jacket. This top is actually from TikTok shop, a TikTok shop set, and then Lulu leggings, and then some socks I got in Scotland that are 100% wool, and then my Yeezy slides. Again, as always, like I said, I owe Yeezy money. Don't like Kanye say this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wear them so much. Maybe drop some more of them. Like, because these are worn down. The tread is worn down. If I show y'all will be disgusted. I'm disgusted, just knowing. But okay, this is gonna wrap up my Northern Ireland video. So I'm gonna cut off here. If y'all want to see the rest, check in on my Ireland video. I'm gonna cut this video off and start recording that one now.